love my skin. I love every color. I love every part of it. This album is, I'm going to show it off, and I'm going to do it classy, and I'm going to look like a woman, look like a lady. This album is, I'm just comfortable. I love this. This is a blessing. There's not a single mark on it. It's not too stretched out. Tits are in good stead still. Nothing's wrong down here. We're all right.
Everything's working condition.
Everything's working. I hate my feet, but who doesn't hate a part of their body? It's just like I'm so comfortable and happy in my skin at this point that everything I want, every material, everything that touches me to feel the same. And that's what my style reflects. And so, Bianca Jagger in the 70s, Iman in the 70s, that's what I'm taking my style cues from women,
Do you draw an inspiration from your African roots in terms of style?
Oh, consistently. And that's another thing. I went over there and I had this African dress, little dolly dress that I wore. And, 3 years later, you got all these designers and they have all these shorts and tops. And I'm just like, oh, look, you know what? Because you looked to me crazy when I walked in the African style dress. African print dress. But, I do what I want. And then you watch the trends for her, and it's always inspiring to know that you're kind of on point, as far as it makes you feel happy, that you're kind of on point as far as what everybody else is looking at, even if they don't give you credit, even if I may be talking too much, too far ahead of myself, but I just know when I wear my clothes, a year later, I'm guaranteed to see somebody else in something similar. And it's like
3 years later.
And it's right, but it's always, it makes me happy. I follow my mind. I'm on the right path. I'm good.
And obviously music-wise as well, it was good to know that you and Adele were not handbags at dawn at the Grammy Awards.
Oh no! I think people took that and ran with it.
I know.
And it got really silly. It was just people.
British media were like sensationalized.
But listen, that was then. This is now, and I think I respect that, and I'm sure she does, respects the hell out of anybody that's still relevant, that still is working nowadays. You can't be mad at this job. Like, what the hell? What do we look like being peed off at doing this job or each other when people don't have jobs? How do we look like doing all of that? And it wasn't the intention, and that wasn't the intent behind any of the statements. But so I can't really focus on that or go hard on that stuff. It's just is what it is. And now she's done so well with the next album. I'm like, you're supposed to do well. What good.
And how do you feel like 3 years ago you went there with American Boy, and it blew up in the charts, and the UK were like, oh yeah, there was this Estelle girl years ago, and now she's become huge, and obviously we've now got Adele, we've got Tiny Tempa, we've got
so
people making moves. Do you feel like kind of almost started a trend?
I feel like the mother. But I feel proud. I feel like, as much as I feel like proud and like I'm happy that I pushed so hard and did what I did, and and everybody else is pushing so hard at the same time, and we all here now. It's good. Like, everyone's doing it on their terms, but we're crossing the boundaries. We're all same-ish, different currency now. Because you got America and Tiny's doing his own thing. You go out, you go Australia, and you got American artists who've never touched Australia, touching Australia. So that you're seeing both directions of it, And it's good. It's what it's meant to be. It's what it's supposed to happen. Music is music. Why be held to one area or one perception of it? Let be what it is.
I gotta ask you this. On your blog, you've got behind-the-scenes pictures of your video with Rick Ross. And you actually mentioned you standing on the edge of the pool and something funny happening, but you haven't updated.
No,
so
we were standing on the edge of the pool, and it was a space about 2 foot long and about 1 foot wide. So you can imagine me in these sky-high Charlotte Olympia heels. They're mine. So I'm comfortable with them at least. And then you got me and Rick Ross, and we're standing very close to each other, and they're like, dance, move. And I'm like, I'm going to bust my ass down this hill if I move or dance. No! I'm just going to move the top half, and we're just going to have to work with it. Because I will not move my legs. No, I will walk out here. You're not going to carry me out here on a stretcher. And it just became, I was so scared. The drop was like a good 20 feet drop. Right down. It was like a slope, a very steep slope. And they had one person kind of just standing down there. I was like, what are you going to do? What are you going to catch? It's me and Ross. I've got very long legs. You might get me, my leg might kick you in the eye. You ain't even catching Ross. It's going to be a big roll. It's going to be avalanche. What's going on? It was just a moment of pure like, yo, this is please Jesus. please God, you got me. All right, let's hope for the best. You know, it was one of these moments that will never happen again. You know, it was one of those like pure magic moments. We were on this hill. It was all of us in the house. Myself, Russ, Amari Hardwick, my entire team, the directors, the people that came. It was just magic. Like it's never gonna happen again. This stuff is, and I like the feeling of like that magical feeling that like oh, this is gonna be good, you know, because when you see the video you're like, oh God, this was a nice day. This, you know, I came off the cloud and my emails came in. And I got down the bottom of the hill and I was like, that's really, you know, here we go, back to it. But it just felt so amazing just to have that moment, and I get to live this as my career. I get to just do
Every
this.
day.
I get to frolic with pretty men. Wear pretty dresses in houses on hills. It's so much fun. You know, it's just you're blessed. That's why I say like I can't beef. I can't take that serious when I have this as my reality in my life, albeit as a version of reality. It's still my life. It's what I am. It's what I do. You know, and it's who I am to that end because I have to put so much of me into it. So I get that. I can't be angry. I can't be upset.
Do you sometimes pinch yourself because, like, all the way from London to America, 1 minute
I stop
you are
pinching myself.
struggling
I
in the
stop
UK.
pinching myself.
Isn't you were John Legend? Like,
No, I stop pinching myself.
Wow.
I'm blessed. Thank God. I look at it like that. I look at it like an absolute blessing. I feel like every time I had to pinch myself, it was like me trying to pull myself back down to the ground, and it's like a slap in God's face when He's trying to elevate me. So I refuse to pinch myself. I'm like, I'm just rolling with it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll go with it. This is who I am. This is what I do. Appreciate it.
Tell us about All of Me.
All of Me is my most painful. Let me start with the word painful. But it is my most intimate, damn uncomfortably intimate piece of work ever.
What do you talk about there?
It's to me. It's literally. I went through this today. And I'm still crying about it, but I'm going to write about it. You know, I went through that today, and I'm happy, I'm smiling, and I'm going to write about it. And this feels weird. Every single song, right, and all the songs I wrote, it was just like, I knew it was I had a direct feeling of like, oh God, this is weird. But they may find out about that. I'm writing about them, and but I wrote about it, and I pushed through it. And the feeling afterwards was such clarity, such joy. Every time, even though I'm sad, clarity and joy, and just like, oh, I did the right thing. This doesn't feel so bad. They'll be alright.
So we're likely to see all of you.
Yeah, you're seeing everything. Break My Heart was about somebody I was with until recently, and it was talking about the fact that when we got together, I was like, I don't trust you. No, dude. You've not given me a reason to trust anything. Don't break my heart though, because I want to trust you. You know, and it was being that vulnerable and that girly that scared the hell out of me. You know, and a lot of people always say, want me to trust you, but how can I trust you? And I don't know the first thing about that. Sis, where'd you get that? Who says that? I'm like, me? That's what I said to him. I don't know you. I don't know you, dude. You just came along talking about I'm pretty. I'm good looking. You want to know me. What you want to know about me? I don't know you. No, go that way. You know? And I had the guts to say that to him, which is why we stayed together for so long, because I'm that real. You know, and I feel like a lot of people don't quite know how to articulate that, don't quite know how to say that. So, and our job as songwriters and singers is to articulate that, be able to give that to people, to be able to play. I know when I listen to all the songs that I was influenced by, I could play any of them to a boy, any of them to a guy, and be like, that's how I feel. Still now, there's guys I'm like, I want to say that. It makes me happy, you know, and I'm not able to say it, but this is how I feel, and so listen to this song and I feel this way about you, and guys get it, you know, and the same thing goes around. This is what we do, you know, I learned that, this is what we do. So to me, I was proud of the ability to say that, to be vulnerable enough to be able to say that and not feel like, oh God, I'm messing up the game. I'm messing up the game. Guys gonna be upset at me, girls gonna be pissed off. I'm just being me.
Are there any other songs that are really close to your heart? I mean, it's ridiculous asking an artist, which song you like the best. But
the entire album, All of Me, is very close. No, it really is. But there's another record, I didn't even write this record. It's called Thank You. It's written by Akon. I heard it, and my heart just started beating real fast. Real fast. I was like, this something with this record. I just feel this. The song's talking about thank you for making me a woman. You know, and in the red it's like, sometimes I wonder, do you know, sometimes I wonder, do you even recognize the woman that's standing in front of you? You know, do you even see me Do you understand why I was taking care of you? Do you understand why I had your back? Do you understand who the hell I was? You know, like in your life, do you understand what the hell I'm doing here? You know, and a lot of women feel underappreciated. A lot of women feel like, you know, these guys take them and run with it. And guys feel the same. One of my male friends, I've heard this record, damn near cry. Wow. And I'm like, all right, stop. No tears. No tears. I need to respect you. No tears. You know. I'm a boss. I want to see you cry. No, look that way. Look that way. Wipe it. Talk to me. All right, go on. You know. But it's just a certain level of human vulnerability that comes with that record that everybody's been through. That everybody's been through. At certain stages, at certain points where it's like, you feel like, come on, like, don't you get this? You don't see it? You know, I'm trying so hard. And that, it makes me cry. I'm like, did I do that? Did I sing that? You know, when I get that way about a record, I kind of don't ever want to hear it. Because that's the point of this record. It's so uncomfortable for me to feel that way. Because I've just started being cool with feeling that way. Cool with being a girl. Cool with being crying. Cool with listening to others on the level of like, I might be wrong. You shut up. You know, like, and it's not easy. Shit's uncomfortable, but it's stretching. It's growing me as a human. And the stuff that we need to know. I'd rather have learned it in my 20s, but I'm 31 now. At least I'm learning it now. Not in my 40s and my 50s. Because I have a stepdad that I'm sure could have dealt with this. You know, I have other people in my life that are older now that I know could have dealt with, you know, would have valued it earlier on, you know? Yeah. And I think that's what we want, is to just be as far advanced as early as possible. You know? So that's thank you, I love it. I like that record is a lot.
So obviously, I read in a recent interview, you talked about how you kind of prefer quality over quantity.
Absolutely.
And that's why you take breaks in between while you write and produce your song, because you need that time. Yeah. Do you reckon, like, what were the highlights of the last 3 years that we didn't see you around that much?
Well, I've traveled absolutely everywhere in the planet. I've been to Korea, I've been to Russia, I've been to South Africa, and all for a day. Wow. This is the best part. I've been on my day trips around the world. Wow. Like literal day trips around the world. My people will call me and be like, where are you today? En route to South Africa. It's like a 20 million hour flight. Still on an airplane. We haven't taken off yet. I'm still sitting here. You know, it's consistent for me. I give up. I'm blessed. I can't complain. It's like, I won't. Those have been the main highlights. Seeing other people, different countries, different cultures go through the same thing you've been through. Exactly what you've been through, because they're singing the songs like, I'm not just you never, oh no. And I'm like, you know this? All right. You feel that? Yeah, because I'm not that bitch. I'm not that girl. I'm not that second whatever chick. I'm number one. This is me. I value myself. More than friends. Why can't we be more than friends? No, you know what? Claim me, dude. Act like I'm your woman. You know? There's a lot of stuff women deal with that I'm just like, it's all over the world, though. You know, stuff we do that's messed up. You know, that's messed up that we do. We put all these constraints on men, and these expectations on men, like come over as my whole, like, take charge. Be in charge of your destiny, in charge of your life, in charge of your relationships. Tell a guy to come over that you like. Don't sit there and wait to be played. Don't sit there and wait for a game to be played. Handle that. Tell him you like him. What's good? Come in. You know? Nothing's wrong with it.
Is the American boy still around?
He's not! Well, no. I mean, he wasn't the American boy. He's somebody I happened to fall in love with in the past 3 years, and, you know, and subsequently out of love with. But at the same time, you know, it was great learning, and dating is fun. It's good being single.
Oh, it's good.
And sexy.
Good. And travel around the world?
And travel around the world for a day. You get to meet those different interesting men, those different interesting people. You know, but in the same time, it's never about, this album isn't about this relationship at all. It honestly isn't. It's about my personal growth. It's about things that I've noticed about myself, things that I've noticed in past relationships, and just about finding my way back to being me again, you know, without all the extra things that came with chasing my career so hard, you know, wanting to do this. I did my first album for my family to prove to them I could do it. Second album, Shine, was for the fans, because everybody was rooting for me so damn hard. So hard, like to the point where I felt like I had to explain to everybody when I effed up one time. Every person I met, I was like, I'm so sorry because, you know, and it was like, this person was like, you don't owe me any kind of apology. I don't know you like that. This is weird. You know, and I always feel like indebted to explain it because there were so many people that have my back, and the person I am is super loyal, and you know, and so I got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna stop all of that because this is too heavy to carry. This is too heavy, and they don't want me to carry it. I'm carrying it for no reason, you know. So I got back to the point of just feeling like, oh, forget it. We go, you know, people just want me to live my life and do music. That's what I'm doing.
And do you?
Do me. Yeah. And it's good.
Juliana's got a couple of FAB questions for you, like
Sure.
really quick fire.
Right.
So she's going to take over now.
Estelle, just to utilise the name of our magazine, FAB,
Okay.
I'm going to ask you quick fire questions. Okay, so what's your FAB album of the year so far?
Ooh, my FAB album of the year so far is Stone Rolling by Raphael Sadiq.
Okay. Your FAB book?
My FAB book is, hold on. Oh, someone. Helena, Bitches in New Black.
Bitches in New Black.
My Helena something.
Okay.
I can't remember her name, but she is hilarious. Her mum's a lesbian. She's had the most varied upbringing I've ever read about.
Oh, wow.
Life.
Lovely.
She's hilarious.
Okay. You said you've travelled everywhere, so what's your FAB city to play in? Where you get the most love and it's like, yeah.
Let me think about this. My FAB city to play in where I get the most love is always London.
Ah, yeah.
Wherever
We love you here.
I know.
We miss you. We miss you.
They miss me. We're back. We're back. Let's go. We're back.
What's your FAB power dress or accessory or outfit?
I love a good ring.
A good ring.
A really good ring. People look at your hands and your feet first. I've always got good shoes, but I love a good ring.
Yes, yes. And FAB hair always. Who's your FAB designer?
FAB designer. Oh, that's hard. I love a lot of designers. My favorite, because she's been dressing me recently,
Yeah.
and I think she does really good womanly clothing, like stuff that wraps your body right. DBF.
Yeah, Diane von Furstenberg. Yeah, amazing.
Truth.
So it's true.
It's the truth. Like
Yeah.
between the wrap dresses and just the dresses, and just the sexy, and I got tits, so it's just it's a moment.
Yes, yes.
Amazing.
Okay, so a FAB way to spend a day in New York.
A FAB way to spend the day in New York is on top of a rooftop of a hotel or something like that. It's always good. There's so many new hotels opening up, from the Dream to the Gansevoort to the old standard, the Soho House. Rooftops, party pool,
Okay.
chilling with some friends, and some alcohol.
And the FAB thing about your job?
The FAB thing about my job is that I have a job.
Yeah.
How about that?
And the highlight of your career so far? The most
highlight-
fabbest thing you've done?
God, let me think. This has been some pretty amazing. Oh, the highlight of my job so far. Where was I just at? I was like, this is incredible. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, no. I went to Capri, year before last, between Christmas and New Year's. We danced on tables. We drank wine all day. And it was in Capri at Christmas. It was, what the hell is happening? This is just a fabulous life. I felt like diamonds were falling out the sky. It's like I'm in Capri. It's chilling. It's nothing. We're drinking. We're hanging out. Whatever. You know, it was so amazingly bougie. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Okay, and lastly, what's the FAB thing about having the African descent and the ties to Sierra Leone?
The
What's
bad
so
thing about
good
having
about that?
African
Yeah.
descent is that I was brought up with a certain level of class that's just non-existent in other cultures. You know, African parents will tell you to sit with your legs together, close your mouth. What are you talking to? You know, it's a lot of, it's a certain level of real classy upbringing that you just don't get in other cultures, you just don't get in other countries. You know, so, and it served me well, because as I get older, as I travel, what I get is, oh, you're so classy. I'm like, because I know how to sit. You should hear me when I talk. I curse like a sailor. It's amazing. And even that, it just, I realized I was downplaying myself a lot to make other people feel comfortable, because I was so, posh acting to people. But to me, it was just a standard. I just hold myself a certain way. And I just realized I had to stop doing it, stop dumbing myself down, stop, just accept it, love it, this is who you are, your mom brought you up right, live with it, it's fine, and I want to give that to other women and other guys. It's fine, you are who the hell you are and who you were brought up to be that, live it, and anyone who can't take your shine, they don't deserve to be around you.
Yeah,
Well, they should learn from you.
Oh, it's amazing.
True.
Thank you so much for your time.